My name's Matthew, and today I'm walking you around this incredibly interesting 2018 on a 68 registration Mercedes SL500. Now, I think these cars are fascinating because for me, they're the end of sort of an era with the Mercedes SL model. The new shape goes back to a 2+2 and has a soft folding roof. These are the last sort of iteration of the SL with that Vario hardtop folding roof, which gives you that incredible refinement on long journeys. It makes it feel like it is a coupe when you're doing those long journeys. So therefore, when it's paired with that amazing V8, it becomes such a fantastic GT car. They're so comfortable, but so powerful at the same time. This particular example has covered 19,000 miles. It's got a full Mercedes-Benz service history, and it is a premium model, which means it comes with nearly everything you'd ever want on an SL500. So we'll start at the nose, we'll walk ourselves around it and discuss as many of the little cost options that we can on the car. So the front three-pointed stars you can see is filled in on all the sides. That means that the car has forward collision alert and some adaptive functions, which we'll discuss a bit later in the video. And you've got the really nicely integrated front park sensors, which are part of the surround park sensor pack on the car. They're very nicely hidden in the front bumper there. In the corner here, Mercedes-Benz intelligent LED light system, a fully adaptive beam light system. This car is actually packed with technology. And despite it being the last of the old model, it's got so many modern features that you get on brand new cars these days anyway. Coming around the passenger side here, we're now looking at these lovely gloss black, I think they are multi-spoke gloss black 19-inch AMG wheels. They've got some lovely details here that the AMG is sort of etched into the side of the alloy there. I think that's very, very pretty. And a Mercedes-Benz silver painted brake caliper on the back there. The lovely chrome sections, because it is an SL after all, it should have some chrome on it. It's a classic Mercedes convertible car. And then the car is keyless entry and keyless go. So if the key is in your pocket and the car is locked, all you do is put your hand inside the door handle, car will open and will obviously let you see inside. If the cameraman, sorry, I've made that a bit difficult for the cameraman. If you want to go and have a look inside this fantastic car, the full black leather with that sort of contrast grey, light grey stitching throughout the car. It really is a stunning place to sit, and these chairs are, I call them chairs because they are chairs, they're like armchairs. The seats are so comfortable and so ergonomic, they fit your body so, so well. It makes it such a lovely place to sit. These lovely, high-polished door entry sort of kick sills and their lovely illuminated Mercedes-Benz logo in the middle there. And I'll just shut the door and we'll work our way around the back of the car. So coming round to the back of the car, it is nice that it's got its SL500 designation, model designation on the back there. You've got a lovely little gurney flap, almost sort of boot spoiler on the back there. And this car is also fitted with a power tailgate. And I think this probably is the car's sort of showstopper of a piece. That roof is just so clever. And I think this is super special about the SL. You've got that huge, heavy, hardtop folding roof, but look how clever it is. You press the opening boot, it climbs out of the way. You have all of this enormous space underneath you to fit loads of luggage in, so you can have the roof down, but also have a boot full of luggage and full of equipment if you want to take this car away for the weekend. It is also fitted with the carbon fibre boot skin. That is a cost option to have, which just gives that boot lid a little bit of extra sort of lightness, I suppose. Which again, if you imagine how heavy the roof is, it really does help to have lightweight materials wherever you can find them. And if I press the close of the boot, you'll see how the parcel shelf or the boot separator comes in electronically and everything just folds away. And I don't care what you say about the old model of these cars or the new model, that for me is the showstopper, full stop every time you look at one of these. Reverse camera is on the back of the boot there, and a really nice detail. It's got a body-coloured finished diffuser at the bottom here, so that little diffuser section matching the body, it's not just finished in plain plastic. So we're going to come around the driver's side now. I'm going to jump in, I'm going to show you some of the features inside this car. And what I will also do is I will fire that V8 into life. It's actually a fabulous sounding car as well. The first time I drove one of these cars, if I didn't know it wasn't an AMG product, I wouldn't have been able to tell. That's how good the performance was, but tied with such great comfort. Now, I'm sorry for the cameraman, but we're going to focus on the driver's door card first. we're going to go through some of the controls on here. So what we've got is we've got fully electric, adjustable and folding mirrors, fully electric windows, obviously, a massively adjustable driver's seat with leg extension as well, so you can get yourself super comfortable with memory function for driver and passenger, and really nicely that upgraded Harman Kardon surround sound system, a really fabulous stereo in these cars. The seats are also massage, so I'll show you how that works as well in a second. It's a Mercedes-Benz, it's a premium model, everything is automated, so you've got an electric steering column, super adjustable, you've got your keyless start button down there, and then we'll look at this lovely wheel. On the right hand side, all the volume controls and your Bluetooth functions, and on the left hand side, your controls for that multifunction display inside there. You can go through all of the onboard computer displays, but again, something I really like about this car is it still has buttons, it still has switch gear, it's still a little bit analog, and I think that actually is one of its sort of key features, it's one of its USPs. It still feels like a wonderful classic SL to drive. Moving across into the center of the dash, we've got the lovely sort of analog clock at the top of the dashboard there. Again, that's a cost option. And if you can see here, it says no Apple CarPlay device. I've left it on that screen so you can see that this car is also fitted with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That is really important because a lot of these cars are not fitted with that. So what I will also show you is you can go through all of the car's onboard systems anyway. The car does obviously have its own inbuilt satellite navigation system as well, but obviously if you're plugged into Apple CarPlay, you have all of your Waze, Google Maps, Apple Maps, however you like to use it. If I put the car into reverse, there's your reverse camera. Again, all the modern features that you'd ever want in one of these cars. And as we are working through the systems in the car, we'll go down the dashboard. We've got heated and ventilated seats with air scarf. So I can have the heat on, I can cool my seats, or I can have hot air blowing through these holes in the back of the headrest there. So I don't know if the camera can see that there. So if it is a cold day, I can have the roof down and I can have warm air coming through the back of my neck and warm seats operating through the rest of the seats, or heater operating through the rest of the seats so you can stay nice and warm in the car. Dual zone climate control, cup holders through the center of the car, lots of practicality, but it's really important now to just very briefly discuss some buttons down here. This button here is the seat control button, and if you have a look at the screen now, hopefully the cameraman can, you can adjust the backrests, the lumbar, and the massage function for both of the seats. It also has the dynamic seats, which are basically senses when the car is turning left or turning right, and will close those bolsters around your rib cage just to keep you nice and supported in the car. It's a really fantastic system. As I said to you before, the seats are super adjustable. The car is also fitted with a switchable sports exhaust. So when I press the dynamic select button, the valves in the exhaust open, it gets a little bit louder. It has lots of modes. It's got Sport, Sport Plus, Individual, Comfort, and an Eco mode for that fuel efficiency driving if you manage to get yourself low on fuel. And then down here, very typical Mercedes, the twin opening center console, loads of storage down there, and lots of extra modes down here. And the final two things I want to touch on before we finish and close this video up is this. That is an electric wind deflector. I think that is fantastic. And believe it or not, in the replacement of this car, you have to put a manual wind deflector in the rear seats to have the same effect. You have to get it out the boot and plug it in. I think that is fantastic. And I think it is why this generation of SL is still remaining so popular. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the roof and then I'll jump out. I will jump out and summarize this car for you. But obviously, being a convertible, we need to show you how that roof works. And considering how heavy the roof is and what an amazing piece of engineering it is, it's so fast, it's so efficient, it's so refined now. And if I just jump out and very quickly summarize this car for you, and yes, the cameraman was right to point that out, because not only is it the Vario hardtop folding roof, it is the glass version of it. So the top section here is a panoramic piece of glass. So lots of light can come into the car. So, as I said at the beginning, in 2018 on a 68 registration, SL500, 19,000 miles with a full Mercedes-Benz service history, and again, to repeat myself from the beginning of the video, a very, very special and, in my opinion, very interesting car, an incredibly comfortable super GT car that I think people don't really know about or know enough about. My name's Matthew. I hope this video has helped. Thanks for watching.